Man, that was some really cool stuff we just saw with John Good, and just shows you how great this company is. But right now, man, I want to go over to Rich and Connor from the DW R&D department, and you guys are about to get your minds blown. So come on over here.
Thanks
All right, here. I guess we'll be socially correct.
Good, man. Good to see you.
Good to see you guys too.
That's right. Well, what Connor and I have to show you today is mainly focused around our manufactured pedals. So this year we decided, you know, we've had these out a little while.
Right.
We've had a couple things done over the years, but no real ta-da or no real changes to them. So what you'll see behind you is a variety of our pedals in the manufactured line. And what these are, we're offering some different colors on the footboards. So the blue obviously really stands out there. The second thing on this that makes it cool is that the footboard is not real smooth. It has a sanded finish on it.
Nice.
And by doing that, I think it's going to satisfy some other drummers that, you know, they go, well, I love the boards, but they're a little slick. I put some tape on it or something. So this actually gives you that little bit rough surface to grab your foot.
That's a great idea. Great idea.
So besides the blue, Connor, why don't you tell them the three different colors that we're going to have options?
Yeah, there's three different colors. We have the graphite finish over here, which is this darker color.
Right.
We have a cobalt as well, the kind of blue looking.
Yeah, wild. That's wild.
And we have the original gunmetal, which is the same finish as our current footboards. It just has that sanded texture that we talked about earlier. You kind of feel it's sanded texture, right? Gives you a little bit more grip and a different finish.
Oh yeah, that's definitely, you can feel the texture difference.
Yep, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, in this lighting, they still look rather shiny, right? But when you put your hand on it, you can tell they're not polished.
Oh yeah, I can definitely tell. Yeah, that's absolutely great. A great idea.
And the nice thing is, you can buy the hi-hat, the bass drum pedal, and have them all matching, and be a little bit different, right?
Right. Well, you know, I'm of course addicted to the hi-hat, the two-legged, and you know, I guess because I've got a very large foot, so it's, you know, it's the same thing with these pedals. So
speaking of that, for guys like you that have rather large feet, Connor's going to tell you about the line of the XF that we're offering.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we there is a new line of MFG pedals that we're introducing this year called it's the actual extended footboard of the MFG line. So this is across all pedals, including the hi-hat. It's a 1 inch longer footboard and a 1 inch shorter heel, right? Same solid base plate all around. Just longer. Maybe I'll have to get you one for.
You know, absolutely. And again, mathematically, how does that figure into any sort of alterations or changes?
So, you know, the angle is going to change a little bit.
Yeah.
Right? We're starting at the same point with the hinge, but because of the length of that, it's going to change that angle and give you a little bit more leverage.
Interesting. Okay, good idea again. You know, again, you guys never cease to amaze me, you know, what comes out of that brain. So
thanks. I mean, it's artists like you, and it's customers that write in and email us and call us up and say, hey, why don't you guys do this or do that? You know, a lot of these small changes come from that. So
well, I can't wait to test drive that. That'd be great. You know?
Yeah, another great part, if you happen to have one of your MFG pedals already, we're also going to have the footboards available also, just for aftermarket as well, because the base plate stayed the same. The only thing that changed was the actual footboard itself. So anybody out there who has a pedal can easily upgrade.
We can retrofit.
Exactly.
Upgrade.
Exactly.
All right, that's great news.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
There you go.
Oh, great.
So I think even your foot will fit on there.
Yeah, and then some. Oh, this is fantastic.
And the feel is great. It's really a smooth feel.
This is very light, by the way.
Yeah, it's polished aluminum, and we made it as thin as we possibly could. We had an extra rib on the back for strength, but
I remember us having those discussions, you know, about keeping it as light as possible.
You're always saying, make it lighter, make it lighter. So,
well, you know, I want like, how am I going to drag this in, you know? And you know, this is really cool.
Speaking of light, we're going to show you our ultralight carbon fiber edge snare drum.
Oh my God!
John was over there showing you the carbon fiber.
Right.
This is carbon fiber edge.
Oh my God! Yeah. So all right. So see, this is a whole nother surprise, and you're holding out now. But here we are.
I begged John. I begged John not to show you that one.
You know, and he usually goes, "Man, you got to see all my toys." You know, like, okay, all right, I want to see it. I want to see it.
You got it. So here it is, the ultralight edge. It's a little bit tough to tell when you're just looking at the drum from a distance.
Yeah.
But if you flip it over, you can see there's over 1 inch of aluminum on each edge,
Wow.
which really gives you some serious punch.
Yeah, yeah.
You're gonna love
Oh
playing
man,
this.
this is, my eyes are wide open now. You know?
When you look inside the drum, you can see how everything goes together and
Right.
they interlock. From the outside of it, looks like carbon fiber with a little bit of aluminum showing around the edges of it. And again, the aluminum just adds to the lightweight, and it dries it up just a little bit because that carbon fiber is so bright. Anyway, this is a killer drum. I think you're really going to enjoy it.
Oh man, I can't wait to test drive this, man, and implement it.
Right.
I understand there's some stuff behind me, some more R&D stuff. Let's bring Connor back in, man. Come on in.
Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, JR. Appreciate it, man.
You're welcome.
Connor,
Rich.
good to see you, buddy.
What else we got going on?
So tell them about our snare wire system.
Yeah, there's a new snare wire pack. My grandpa actually came to me with this one, Don, and he was asking if there was a quick way that we can change snare wires around. And I was lucky enough to, or happy enough to get this out for him. So it's a 3-pack of quick release snare wires.
So the nice thing about this, right, obviously it uses our quick release system, which
Yep.
you can adapt to any of our snare drums. Show them the different widths of these, because that's the nice part, right? You can change it from one to the other to the other.
Absolutely, and you can do it quickly. Yeah, so there's 3 different sizes that we're including: a 20 strand, a 30 strand, as well as the 42 strand snare wires for both 13 and 14 inch, right? So you'll be able to accommodate most snares that are out there.
So this pack will be either for a 13,
Correct.
or the other pack for a 14.
Right.
Okay, so I'm at a gig or I'm at a recording session, and I want a little bit different snare sound. I pop off what I have real easy,
Yep.
and I put on.
Throw it on real
try
quick.
it out.
Yep.
Takes a few seconds. Great.
And you're ready to go.
All right. I think it's going to be huge.
Yep. What else we got up on the wall over here?
Right behind you, you see the L-arm that you worked on.
Yeah, this was a fun one to work on. You tasked me with this project, and was happy that it actually came out. Do you have a drum key?
I happen to have one.
I never have one on me.
So I'll explain what this does, and then I can show you a little bit, or Connor can show you a little bit of how it works. It's very simple, but we ran into an issue, being a drummer, and many drummers work here, obviously, of an L-arm. For instance, on your bass drum, you want a cowbell, and you have an L-arm, holds the cowbell flat, which most of the times is great. A lot of times people want it angled just a little bit. So that's where this would come into play. And this operates with a tilter. So it has teeth on it, loosen it up, and you can turn it to whatever angle you want. So
It's pretty
how that
versatile.
works.
It's pretty versatile all around. You know, you can really use this in a lot of different places all around the kit. You know, there's of course the gear teeth in there, so you can allow you to move even just straight if you want it straight, but all the different angles in between that you can just set it where you want it and lock it in, and you're good to go.
yeah, like you said, you know, you could have it maybe above the hi-hat. You have a tambourine on there or something coming off with one of our, like a dog biscuit or something.
Exactly.
Instead of a regular L-arm, which you could turn and tilt in one direction, this now gives you the other direction to tilt in. So
Right.
it's great to get it just at the perfect angle. Thanks, Connor.
Thank you,
Let's see
Rich.
if we can get JR over here. I got a surprise for him.
Do you?
Don't tell John Good,
Oh no, I don't like where this is going.
but I'm going to give him the snare drum.
It's a pretty good gift.
JR.
Oh my God.
Hey, thanks, man. Really appreciate it. The COVID elbow right there.
The COVID elbow.
Thanks for everything, JR. Appreciate you coming out, man.
It's my, hey, listen, it's my honor, and it's, you know, always seeing the new. I don't call them toys, but I do, because it is. But it's the new instruments of our trade that are just fantastic. R&D. Thank you guys so much, man. I appreciate it.
Thanks, JR.
Thank
And
you.
I know you're really part family. I know you hang out at John's house,
Yeah.
watching football. And so it's really nice that it's not just, you know, a business relationship. So, but
Uh-oh.
if you could refrain from telling John something,
Okay,
possibly,
I'll try.
I'm going to get you the snare drum so you can try it out
What?
for us.
Oh my God, really?
I may need it back once John finds out, but if you could let us know what you think, I'd really appreciate it.
First of all, it's got some girth. See ya.